Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, April 19th. And today we'll cover the trades for YieldMax, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, MSTY. All right. This time I actually remembered to talk about the Bitcoin halving countdown. So I'm using this website, nicehash.com. So this shows that the halving is happening in approximately 13 hours, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds. So the halving basically happens when the block height hits 840,000 and they're at 839,910. So what else? What else do we want to know? Well, Bitcoin market cap currently at 1.27 trillion. What is the Bitcoin block halving event? I'll just explain what it says briefly. The block halving event happens every 4 years or 210,000 blocks on Bitcoin blockchain. Bitcoin's initial block reward was 50 BTC. The current block reward is 6.25 BTC. The next block reward will be 3.125 BTC. This lowers the rate at which Bitcoins are generated. The halving is periodical and is programmed into Bitcoin's code. This guy's a genius, whoever, I forget his name, who created the Bitcoin. And it says conventional fiat currencies are subject to inflation due to the ability of governments or banks to increase the money supply. Yeah, we all know that. All they do is print money. So unlike these currencies, Bitcoin has a capped total supply of 21 million BTC. Meaning no additional coins can be created beyond this limit. This finite supply, alongside potential changes in demand as more people adopt Bitcoin, positions it similar to gold, a resource with limited supply that cannot be artificially increased. So, I don't know. I figured I'd cover that. Maybe I've read some of it before, so sorry if it's repetitive, but some of you may have missed it. But yeah, so that's basically what the Bitcoin halving is about. They're gonna start, the rate at which they can produce Bitcoin will be halved. So, because eventually, they'll run out of Bitcoin to create, and all of the Bitcoin will be out there, and I don't know, it'll be pretty crazy actually. So, it gets you kind of more excited reading this. But because you see, like, okay, you can't create more, but the US dollar, all they do is print, and it's like, okay, no wonder inflation's so high. But anyway, let's get to the trades. Close that. All right, go to photos. First off, just want to cover it real quick. YieldMax tweeted yesterday they're launching a new fund next week. This fund is called YBIT. Basically, it's a Bitcoin option income strategy. I mean, here we go. As if we did not have enough volatile options. Here we go. So speaking of Bitcoin, here it is. So obviously we have CONY for that exposure, and we also have MSTY for that exposure. And now they're going to generate income on Bitcoin. How? That is the question. I honestly do not know. I didn't look into this. Meaning like how, like what's the underlying? So once I find out, I'll let you guys know if they, when they come out next week with a prospectus and everything, I'll go through it. I'll do a video at some point. But I thought that was pretty cool. And I'm sure requests may come out for me to cover it, but I wish I could. I really do. But, again, maybe a month or two down the road if voting allows. But right now I'm trying to get rid of a fund, not add an additional fund. But anyway, this is something to look forward to because there's a lot of crypto people that invest in these YieldMax funds. So this is probably going to be a big hit. Okay, so let's get to the trades. So CONY and MSTY had trades yesterday. So first we'll do CONY. They have 4 trades. So you see a buy call, sell put, sell call. All right, so they're adding to the synthetic and they're selling a call. And then they did a BC at the bottom, which they closed one of their 419 positions, which is good. I like when they do that. Again, it's not robotic. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to wait till Friday to do everything. And, you know, it's good to see more trades throughout the week like this. It just shows they're thinking outside of the box. Again, that's my thought. All right, let's get to the spreadsheet. All right, so as you know, CONY has one synthetic position. It's a 260 synthetic position, 17,990 contracts right now. So they added 300, right, based on the trade. As you can see, 300 contracts. Hopefully there's no delay. So yeah, they added 300 contracts yesterday. But you can see the differential, the put, gave them a massive credit compared to the call because coin is still priced below the synthetic price. The synthetic price is 260, coin price is 218. However, since this expires May 17th, they have plenty of time to recover, if they will recover, but time will tell. So if they had to close it today, it would be a loss of $72 million. But again, they have about a month, so we got time. We got nothing but time. All right, let's look at coin. Coin actually went up yesterday. Some stocks go up. You know, stocks don't only go down this week, luckily. But coin went up 2.01%. CONY went up more. CONY went up 2.05%. So what happened yesterday with the trades? Well, they added a trade that expires into next week, Friday, April 26th. 300 contracts used for a 255 strike, which is 16.93% out of the money. So way out of the money, which is good. And then they closed the position. They closed 730 contracts at the 277.50, and they only paid 5 cents to close it. So guess what? In the end, that one created a profit of $314,402. So again, successful wins. A lot of the YieldMax funds are winning this week because this week has been nothing but blood red. All right, outstanding shares did go up, so more people are still buying into CONY, probably because it was at the cheapest price we've seen in a while. So overall, cash and treasuries, though, have gone up 7.5 million. That's a pretty big jump. All right, so recap on the weekly call summary. Outstanding shares, 16,825,000. Total income from that is 14 from the weekly calls. 14 million, or just to say 14.5 million. Total distribution per share, 86 cents. Total daily income, 7 cents per share. That's a daily yield of 0.31%. And if you annualize that, that's 112%. All right, active tab. Let's take a look at this. Well, we have 3 strikes, so we'll talk about the ones that expire tomorrow, or today, I'm sorry, wow. The lowest of the strikes is 500 contracts, 262.50. Again, expires today, but it's 20% out of the money. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this one's good. And then we have the biggest position, 15,770 contracts, 270 strikes, 23% out of the money. And I'm gonna go out on another limb and say this one's good. Now, going into next week, is this one good? I don't think so. You never know. 300 contracts, 255 strike. This is the lowest of them all. And this expires next Friday, 16% out of the money. So we'll see what happens with that if coin recovers. So coin current price is 218.08. 30-day IV, 96%. 30-day chart, not that great. Again, halving is estimated to happen today. Okay, cool. CONY price is 23.38. And what else we got? We got potential capital gains so far for this weekend into next week, $5.51. So that's why I'm leaving the money man. He is the money man. CONY makes money. That's all they do. They make money until a synthetic position may burn them, but not yet. Synthetic income in April, 19 million. Short call income, 14.5 million. Total net income, 33.5 million. That's a total income per share of $2, or short call income per share of 86 cents. So, you know, what are they going to pay? Who knows? Again, too early to talk about. But if I had to estimate right now, I would say in the mid $1 range. But who knows? We'll see. I don't think we're seeing $2 from many of these. I'm not going to talk about the synthetics again, but the if you look at the blue, we have 2 at the top. You see how much they cost to close. It's essentially nothing. A penny and 3 cents. So, like I said, we're going to win. We're going to win the weekly contracts. I mean, unless coin goes absolutely insane, which I wouldn't mind. But either way, net asset value for CONY is 393.2 million. The NAV is 2337, and the trade price is 2338. So, I guess we can go to the pre-market since I remembered. All right, so I'm on marketwatch.com, and it's approximately 5:28 a.m. and coin is up 3.04% at 224.70. So, all right, show me the money, baby. So that's pretty good sign, right? Let's get into another trade. MSTY is the only other one. MSTY, buy call, sell put, sell call. So I'm sorry if I'm going fast, but basically, you know, if you're new to my channel, when you see 3 transactions, typically, you know, they're opening new positions, which means more people bought into the fund. So they're using this money to open a synthetic position. The synthetic is a buy call and a sell put with the same strike and the same expiration. So that's what you see in the top 2, okay? And then the bottom one is using the synthetic position to sell a call into next week. So we'll plug that in the spreadsheet and see what everything looks like. For those of you that may have missed yesterday's video, not to, you know, go back to it, but just an FYI, they did close the 1700 synthetic position, and it did cost them 32.3 million. But I'm sorry, 32.2 million. But again, that's we can now move on from that. So let's talk about the current synthetic. It's 1150. They added 9 contracts, and they paid more than what they got in credit. So that means it's a good thing. That means they're priced above the strike price of the synthetic. So they added the 9 contracts. So they now have how many contracts? 669. So right now, Mr. is worth 1,208. The synthetic strike is 1,150. So awesome. Now, this, if they closed it today, it expires next month, by the way. But if they closed it today, they'd get 4.2 million. So that's pretty good. Okay, let's move on to the April tab. How did Mr. fare yesterday? Well, Mr. went up by 1.69%, and then MSTY went up 1.25%. I have a feeling since today is the actual halving, all of crypto will be green, which includes coin, CONY, Mr., MSTY, and all that jazz. But, you know, we'll see with the pre-market. So here's the 9 contracts they added. They chose a $1,400 strike, which is 15.88% out of the money, which, by the way, this yields 3.19%, which is really good. Outstanding shares did not move. Cash and treasuries overall actually went down by $74,000. All right, so weekly call recap. Outstanding shares, 2.8 million. Total income from the weekly calls, 4.6 million. Total distribution, $1.67. Total daily income, 14 cents per share. Total daily yield, 0.46%. And annualize that, that's 169%. Distribution, 167. Let me just make sure that says that here. Okay, it does. All right. All right, so let's go to the active tab. Okay, here we go. A mouthful again. Well, you know, they have the one contract. I'll do that at the end that expires into next week. So let me do the ones that expire today, lowest to highest. The lowest strike price, 28 contracts, 12.90 strike. This is 6.77% out of the money. They may actually lose this one, depending on how Mr. goes. Mr. could go up more than 6.77%, right? It could. We'll see. I don't know what the break even is. Oh, we could look at that, but it doesn't really matter. It's only 28 contracts. All right, the next strike is way up. 65 contracts, 15.05 strike, 24% out of the money. And then the next strike is 22 contracts, 16.35 strike, 35% out of the money. And the biggest position, 545 contracts, 16.70 strike, 38% out of the money. Wow. Yeah, I'd say those are safe. So Mr. Price is 12.08, 30-day IV, 124%. 30-day chart, not good. But at least MSTY is at 30 bucks again. I'm sure people are happy about that. Again, the halving, supposedly today, maybe it's the weekend. Either way. Next earnings, by the way, is coming up for MSTY, 429. Potential capital gains, $10.56. The MSTY fund manager is still just like recovering from the 1700 synthetic, but it's all good. We all are, right? It was a rough time, but we moved on. The 1700, you know, it beat us up, but now we're going to beat up the 1150. So here we go. All right, so synthetic income for April is actually a loss, 31.1 million. Short call income, 4.6 million. So since that income is at a loss, we're only going to look at the income per share from the weeklies, and that's $1.67 per share. So if I were to guesstimate into, you know, the future, what are they going to pay us, you know, for this month? I would say the $2 range, $4. That's a one-time deal, you know, that is a one-time deal. All right, so synthetic income, again, not going to talk about the synthetic position. It expires May 17th, but if you look at the weekly calls in blue, you know, if I zoom in here, you know, the bottom one, it's always sorted by date, by the way, so the bottom one we can ignore, but the top four, most of them look pretty good. They look pretty secure, so we'll probably close them out making money, except maybe the one that we saw was 6% out of the money. But either way, 80 net asset value, 83.8 million. The NAV is $29.96, and the trade price is $30. So real quick, let me just go back to that one position. Let's just see what the break even is. What was the lowest strike? 15.05, right? No, 12.90. Yeah, 12.90 is 6.77% out of the money. Break even would be approximately 13.04, okay? So let's see where we're at. All right, pre-market for MSTR or Mr. or whatever you want to call it. It's up 4.07%. It's at $1,257.28. So it looks like crypto is going to have a really good Friday. So for all you crypto owners, you're going to do well. All right, let's move on. No other trades. So we'll just go right to the spreadsheet. To be fair to the latest commenter I saw, he says he fast forward to go to TSLY. So let's go to TSLY. Since TSLY had no trades, let's just update you on the synthetic. They still have two positions. 175 synthetic, 170 synthetic. Both expire May 17th. Both are in danger at this very moment because this Tesla price is at 149 now. So the 175 strike will actually cost them 73.5 million. Yes, of course they have a month, but we got to recover. We got to make money here. And this synthetic is 170 and it would cost them 20.8 million. Again, a lot can happen a month. We have earnings next week, so it's going to get interesting, but Tesla has had nothing but bad news. So it's not, I don't know, man. It's not looking good. But let's move on. Tesla price yesterday, it went down 3.55%. So kind of just more of the same. It's been going down all week, so whatever. I think we're all numb to it. TSLY, it went down 3.41%. So TSLY's closed 1361. Very, very, very rough day for TSLY owners. Outstanding shares went down, so people are continuing to sell out of TSLY. Not a lot, not as much as you would think. But cash and treasuries overall went down $311,000. So weekly call recap on TSLY, we're looking at 45,675,000 shares. Outstanding shares, total net income 19.4 million. Total distribution 43 cents a share, daily income 4 cents a day, daily yield 0.26%. If you annualize that, it's about 95%. So not too bad. We'll see. All right, let's move on. Let's go to the active tab. One position, one lonely, boring position, 20,560 contracts with a 175 strike. That's 16.72% out of the money. This expires next week. So I think we talked about this yesterday. They have, I think I have it down here. CONY does too, by the way, which I didn't cover. But TSLY has contracts left. They have 20,555 contracts. So they have half of their contracts left. And guess what? They're waiting until today. They actually waited another day, which, you know, they lost a day of premium, but they don't know. They don't know what's going to happen with Tesla. So they said, you know, let's wait till the very last day. Then we're going to put the money to work. So I say that's a pretty good move. Tesla price, $149.93, 30-day IV. As I mentioned, continue to go up, you know, leading into earnings, 61% IV. 30-day chart is disgusting, and TSLY price, as mentioned, $13.61. Potential capital gains heading into next week, $228, not bad. And I put a bear just because everyone is bearish on Tesla for the most part. Every article you see is not good. Everything is just ugly. So it's a rough patch for sure. Earnings date is, I believe it's a Tuesday, 4/23. Curve, I didn't update, but I'm sure it's the same. 101 contracts, 210 strike. Expires May 17th, 40% out of the money. Okay, so payment details for TSLY. Synthetic income, 545,000. Short call income, 19.4 million. That's a total net income of 19.9 million. Total income per share, 44 cents. Short call income per share, 43 cents. So, do we need an estimate on TSLY? I don't know, but it's maybe the 60-cent range. Who knows? We'll see. Again, it's really, really early to tell, but it's nothing crazy. You know, they're always going to probably yield 50%, so it's not like TSLY ever surprises anyone. All right, here's the holdings. I'm not going to really talk about the synthetic anymore, but the one lonely call right now it looks good, but again, expires next week, so we'll see what they add for today. Net asset value, it's in the low 600s now, 621.5 million. The NAV is 1361, and the trade price on the money, 1361. All right, so that's TSLY. Everyone's favorite, right? Maybe, maybe not. There's a love-hate for TSLY out there, man. People are telling me, don't you dare get rid of TSLY. I'll stop watching. And then people say, please get rid of TSLY. So, overall, I think TSLY and CONY, oh my God. You can't win with Tesla. Tesla is down 1.74% today, 1.69% now. So it's down the pre-market. What time is it? It's like 5:42 a.m. It's at 147.33. So there apparently is no bottom for Tesla. So again, it's just probably going to tank into earnings and may tank even after that. So when's the recovery? Nobody knows. But whoever buys at the bottom is going to be very happy, because when Tesla decides it's moving up, it's going to move up pretty rapidly. And I don't know how Tesla is going to be able to play it and recover it, but it's going to be interesting for sure. All right, so that's TSLY. Last one is NVDY. NVDY. So NVDY, just so you guys know, I put a poll out yesterday. If you guys want to vote, it was a feeler poll to see why. I asked why. Give me one fund, which is the reason you watch my daily videos. And like I said, CONY's number 1, TSLY's number 2, and then MSTY and NVDY, I forget which is 3, 4, but they were way behind. So that being said, I was a little kind of surprised. I thought NVDY would get a better reaction. But either way, apparently people do love CONY like a lot, like more than TSLY. So that's crazy. Unless the TSLY people just don't vote because they're angry. But who knows? Anyway, let's see. We got the synthetic position. We have 4,850 contracts for NVDY. Their strike price is $9.15. NVIDIA is priced well below that, $8.46. So it would cost them $31 million if they had to close this position. But it expires May 17th, so irrelevant. Now, NVIDIA price, what do we got here? They actually went up. So like I said, some stocks go up, Tesla goes down. But NVIDIA went up 0.76%, NVIDIA went down, NVIDIA went up 0.47%. All right, so what else happened? Outstanding shares, did they change? No, they did not. Cash and treasuries, what about that? Well, it went up a whopping $7,913. So overall, NVIDIA had a pretty boring day. So the recap for the weekly calls is they have 16.2 million outstanding shares, a total net income of 7.8 million, which is a total distribution of 48 cents per share, a total daily income of 4 cents per share, a daily yield of 0.16%, and if you annualize that, it's 57%. Again, nothing impressive, but guess what? They got contracts expiring today, so that yield will go up. And are they going to win? Well, I think it looks like it, but the lowest of the two is $900 strike. Only 100 contracts, though. That's 6.29% out of the money. And then they have 4,750 contracts with a 920 strike. That's 8.66% out of the money. Again, these probably are pretty safe, but who knows? We have a whole trading day to go. NVIDIA price is 846.71. 30-day IV is 46.34%. 30-day chart, pretty bad, but NVIDIA price stands strong at 25.73. Potential capital gains for today, they can gain 221. Reaction is the GOAT is the GOAT. The GOAT is being the GOAT, making GOAT faces, so he's doing well. All right, ready for this? Synthetic income, 3.2 million. Short call income, 7.8 million. Net income, 11 million. So total income per share, 68 cents. Short call income per share, 48 cents. So nothing, again, nothing. This NVIDIA was the most exciting fund probably a few months ago, but now it's kind of boring. But how much is it going to yield us? Who knows? It might pay $1. Could pay $1. We'll see what happens. But right now, nothing crazy. All right, what do we got here? Outstanding holdings. Again, I'm not talking about the synthetic because it expires next month. But the 2 weekly calls cost 6 cents and 18 cents as of now to close. So they're going to close them today and most likely win. But the net asset value of NVIDIA is 416.7 million. NVIDIA price is 25.7. The NAV is 25.73, and NVIDIA price is the same at 25.73. So that's that. But let's look at pre-market. Let's see if Tesla moved. Man, what a... Yeah, not good. This is what happens when you're too allocated in one fund. And I'll get into that in a second, by the way. I'm learning a lot this week. So NVIDIA is down 0.82%. Okay. So that's okay. You know, they went up yesterday. So not by much, but either way, NVIDIA price is $839.55. So what I was getting at before is right now I'm doing a lot of different things. So obviously I have my taxable, which I talk about all the time, buying high yield funds, and I'm also now doing options in that same account. So I sold TSLY, and everyone's asking me, why'd you sell? Why'd you sell? And the main reason was I was going to do options on Tesla by myself. Now, the risk of TSLY, carries through the same thing with what I do in options. And I've been selling puts on a double leverage version of Tesla, actually. So, and that's TSLL. And typically, you would expect you'd sell puts. Okay, if it goes down, I'll recover the price. I'll lower my average. But if you sell puts, if you do like the wheel strategy and the underlying only goes down, and for an extended period of time, it could get you into trouble. So my average right now is 850. TSLL, which is, I could pull it up. TSLL. So it's at 558. So my average is not good. So yes, I'm still selling puts. I'm still lowering my average. But to what end? So this is the risk when you do options. Like I'm only doing options on TSLL. But this is kind of like reminding me, all right, maybe next time consider doing options on an index, okay? I'm okay with the risk of, the double leverage and things like that, but doing options on Tesla, an individual stock that is in the news left and right, most of the time bad news, maybe it's not the best idea. So did I make the best choice of choosing TSLL on my options journey? Maybe, maybe not. As of right now, it looks like a terrible idea. So I'm still going to protect my average by selling puts, but the problem is I am running out of money because I'm not putting any new money into my account. So my options journey is in danger since, again, how am I going to sell calls? If my average is 850 and I have to sell calls at 850 or above to not lose money, how am I going to do that when the current price is 558? The premiums are not there. The premiums are not attractive unless I go out like a year. So what I have to do, unfortunately, is continue to sell puts until Tesla turns around. But as of right now, Tesla is not turning around. I mean, look at this. It's like this is the double leverage fund. So obviously Tesla's only down 50% of what you see here pre-market wise, but it is a rough time. I'm also having a rough time on my swing trades, by the way, because I'm in way too many at once, and they all went down at the same time. So I was actually running out of cash. So I had a big lesson learned this week, and you guys will see that in my update on my options trading and swing trading journey. And it's not all wins. Again, I've been doing really good, having really good weeks, but there's going to be really bad weeks, and this is one of them. So again, you have to weather the storm, make things right, and then learn from it. So obviously that's what I'm doing. I'm going to learn from this. So I need to, when this is done and Tesla hopefully has a recovery and I can sell calls and make money, then I can consider, the one thing I'm not going to do is overreact and sell out right away. Because, historically you see how Tesla goes. I'm sure that this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to go down up to earnings. Earnings going to happen and it's going to be, not that impressive, and it's probably going to go down more. And then after that, I think we'll start to build back up, and it'll find itself in a different spot than what it was. It was always in the $200 range as of late, but maybe it's going to be comfortable at the 150 range at the highest. Who knows? I don't know, but again, that's the thing. We none of us know, but maybe they'll have some crazy news on the earnings and it'll skyrocket. That'll be cool too. But I just wanted to let you guys know, yes, I'm having, you know, my options are in trouble. My swing trading is in trouble. And I need to be honest about that and tell you guys, you know, what's going on. Because, you know, I do my updates once a week. But I just want to let you know, it's, you know, be careful out there. You know, you could lose a lot of money. You can make a lot of money. But be smart and calculated and learn from your mistakes. So right now, you know, obviously I'm learning as I go. I'm always learning. Again, I love options. I love dividends. I love investing. But I have to learn, you know, every day. I have to make money. The whole point of this is to make money to retire. So it's not to lose money. So if I'm in a fund that continually makes me lose money, then obviously I need to reconsider. So anyway, that's the point of me getting into that. I don't want to harp on that too much because this is the daily video. This is not my options or swing trading update. So anyway, sorry guys for ramping on, but I just wanted to give you an update on that. So as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. And yeah, again, I appreciate you guys watching, making it this far. If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. It does help, I think. I don't know. You know, who knows? I feel like YouTube is not sharing my video as much lately. So, you know, but it is what it is. Maybe the growth gets capped at some point of YouTube. But again, I'll grow organically through you guys, through word of mouth. So you can't rely on YouTube to help you out because, you know, they probably don't like me because I don't do the membership or maybe the Patreon or whatever the heck they call it. So I'm not your typical, you know, everyday YouTuber, flashy. I'm just a guy on a phone, you know, nothing flashy here. I'm in the garage. It's a little cold, to be honest, but is what it is. But it's Friday, last day of work for the week, which is good. Keyword, I don't know, man. What do we got? How about just Bitcoin halving? That's it. Because today is probably the Bitcoin halving. It's a big day. So that is the key word, you know. So let's end it with that. And again, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I do greatly appreciate all of you, you know, watching my channels. I know a lot of you say, I don't even invest in these funds and I watch. I mean, I can't say thank you enough. Like, that means a lot. It really does that you watch this, you know, even though you don't invest in these funds. But like I said, if you want other type of content, you know, I'll have to, you know, I'd like to bring out more content. It's really hard right now with, you know, work, life, etc. But I do like to bring out other content when I can. So ideas are always welcome through the comments or through the Discord recommendations. You know, you can join my Discord and I have a suggestions channel there. So anyway, let me go. Let me upload this so I can get it out in time. It's almost 6 a.m. already. So I hope you guys enjoy your Friday. Keyword Bitcoin halving. All right, let's see how today goes. And have a good one. Later.